been a while.
It's been quite a while, my friend, since we have sat next to each other and recorded something. Huh?
Yeah, it's been a few months. Or no, it's almost been a year.
I think it's been like a year, bro.
It's been a year since we've recorded together.
It's been a freaking while.
We've been mostly doing a lot of Google Hangouts, a lot of Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, for many reasons. I mean, I live, close to an hour away from where, we're recording right now, which is your home. And I was in the last 2 months in another state.
Yeah, on basically the other side of the country.
The other side of the country, the east side. So, we've had to do, video calls, which was fine. It
worked. Well. Yeah.
But now that we kind of moved back a little closer, so now we can do more sit-downs like this, which is great because I miss seeing your face physically.
I know, same here.
I saw it, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so welcome to a new episode, guys, of Sugoi Anime. This is hold up real quick, Season 2, Episode 9. So, we've made it this far so far.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I mean...
Yeah, I mean...
We haven't given up yet. And we will not, just so you know.
Yeah, we'll keep going as long as we both want to keep going, basically.
Yeah, which is forever, Yeah. Hopefully. I mean, I want to go forever, dude.
Yeah, me too.
Sick.
Yeah.
We've got it set. Cool. Well, what are we talking about today, Mr. Juice?
Well, today's topic is actually going to be about a little known company that called Netflix, I believe.
I think I've heard of it.
I think I've heard of it too. But either way.
Yeah, man. So basically we're going to talk about Netflix anime, what we think about it, good, the bad, our thoughts, ugly. Some of our favorites, the ugly, We'll discuss all of that. But before that, we always kind of like to do a little update section where we talk about what we've been watching, what we've been doing, and related to anime. We are doing, if you haven't noticed, if you do watch our show on YouTube or if you listen to it on podcast services such as Anchor, Spotify, we are now moving to a monthly schedule. And so for now, at least, and so we'll see kind of how that goes. I think it'd just be easier.
As of right now, yeah. We'll let you know in the updates, and if we come up with any more things, which we've always talked about, but haven't been able to yet, we'll let you guys know, obviously, in social media and whatnot. So give us a follow, subscribe, comment if you have any suggestions for stuff we need to watch, because I'm actually running out of ideas myself.
Yes. Sugoi Anime 1 on Instagram and Twitter. So...
And Facebook.
Right.
Yeah, they are all the same handle.
I never get on Facebook, so...
I do, actually.
I need to get on Facebook. Yeah. It's been literally probably close to it. No, not that long. I was going to say a year. Anyways, whatever.
Yeah, regardless, though. That's how it's going so far. Right. But either way, watch anything interesting or read anything?
I can go first, yes. So I haven't been super, super up to date with a lot of anime. But I did watch, kind of a random show on Netflix. I was pretty bored at one point in South Carolina, where I was at for 2 months.
I believe it.
And I came across, on this topic of Netflix, a show called Megalobox. Or Boxing.
Okay, yeah, though.
Or Gearless Joe. I don't know what officially it's called.
I think at least the American one is Megalobox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've seen somewhere before called Gearless Joe. Or maybe that's another. I don't know. But yes, that show on Netflix. And surprisingly, I mean, maybe I'll leave it more to, the section where we talk about, some of the anime on Netflix. But it was actually pretty dang good. I just kind of was I was trying to look for something else to watch. Last time we talked about kind of what we were watching, and I mentioned a couple shows, and I just kind of randomly came upon this one, and I really liked it. So, and then I've also been watching a bit more of Cowboy Bebop, which is a great show, and I really, really love the soundtrack of that show.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop definitely has one of the more iconic Well, yeah, iconic soundtracks, basically.
Yes,
especially for the time.
It's smooth and it's freaking beautiful. And I stopped again, but I was watching JoJo's.
I saw that.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I was like,
you probably.
I was like confused. I was like, is he watching it, or is somebody in my family watching it?
It's your Verve account that I'm using.
Every now and then, yeah.
And so it's been pretty good so far. I have to finish part 3.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, where you were at, I was like, oh, he's actually getting to a pretty good part.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And so, but yeah, besides that, I can't really think of anything else that I've watched. I tried watching actually another Netflix movie. It's like a 3-part mini movie. There's like 3 mini movies. I totally forgot what it was called. So I might talk about it next time because I'll actually watch all of it. But it's like this new movie on Netflix. Came out a couple weeks ago. I'm pretty sure. But the artwork looks very, very Studio Ghibli style. I don't know if it is maybe the son of the guy.
What's it called?
It's like something Heroes.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a 3.
I was like,
there's 3 different mini movies or something. But I gotta watch. I just watched a couple minutes of it honestly, and then I changed it. But I will watch it anyways. But that's, I think, from off the top of my head, I think
at least since the last time we talked,
is all.
Yeah. Okay, for me, let me think. So I've been doing a lot of watching, mostly whenever I have a spare moment, apart from doing my regular schoolwork and normal work.
Of course.
But let me think. So off the top of my head, I finished up watching that part 3 of Baki.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it was also on Netflix.
Right.
Because I was like, oh, okay, that seems pretty cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I also am rewatching Hellsing Ultimate right now with one of my sisters.
Cool.
Then what else am I watching? I also started Bungo Stray Dogs.
That sounds like a cool title.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Like, I was like, oh, okay, that's a new one that I've heard of it before. Like, I've known about it since like 2018. I just haven't gotten around to watching it until like this week.
Get around to it, okay?
Yeah, so it's like, and then what else? I finished the Demon Slayer manga.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, made it all the way through. I was like, okay.
Is the movie coming out here or not? Then
we don't know yet. Like we know.
I hope it does. I mean, I haven't finished the anime yet. I should definitely get back to finishing that. But I would definitely like to go watch that in theaters. Dude, I don't even know if the theaters will open up again.
I don't know either.
Because of all this COVID nonsense. It's not nonsense, but you know what I mean.
But, well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. If not, I mean, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
There's always, if there's a will, there's a way, guys.
Hopefully. Yeah. Yes.
But regardless, though, yeah, I mean, let me think what else. Oh, let me think.
Have you checked out Pokemon Adventures manga?
I haven't.
Dude, write it down, dude. I'm telling you.
Dude, it was like, I was reading, I said, you know how Weekly Shonen Jump cancels series like every month, basically?
Sure.
It's like, so, they like to cancel a lot of series if they're not popular enough.
Ew.
Basically, if you're at the bottom of the polls, then you're getting canceled.
Ew, that's too bad. I mean, it's a business.
It's a business, but yeah. So I was like, every now and then you pick up a series and you're like, yeah, this is going to get canceled. And you're like, yeah. Well. But so I was reading a bunch of those little ones that, only last like 20 chapters and then get canceled.
Oh, that's too bad.
But I was also reading, I was reading Spy X Family. I think I've already mentioned that one before.
I think that sounds familiar.
And then there was a new one that came out recently. It's called, what was it? It was like Paradox Ghostwriter or something like that.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, that one was pretty interesting. It's basically about a guy who, basically he's trying to become a manga artist.
Cool.
Okay. But he's not very good.
Oh.
And that's his dream, though, so he keeps fighting for his dream. And then one day, he, to put it long story short, he randomly finds a volume from like 10 years in the future of this story, okay? Or I guess it's the newest thing, the weekly release of Shonen Jump. Okay. Oh. And so he starts writing it down and whatnot.
Oh, he's copying it.
Because he thinks it's a dream, though, at first.
Oh.
But then he realizes, oh, crap, this actually belongs to somebody. That wasn't a dream. But it's from 10 years in the future. So he's like, what do I do now? Everybody wants me to keep going because it's so popular now after just one chapter.
Jeez.
So if you guys get a chance, read it. And if you get a chance to buy the volume so it keeps going.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, so it was like...
concept.
Yeah. So I think it only has like 5 or 6 chapters right now.
Oh, wow.
So it's pretty early.
Yeah. Hey, it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. Yeah. I would like to point out one thing, by the way.
Yeah.
I got this as a birthday present, my hat.
Oh, yeah. I saw. I was noticing that.
Oh, there it is right there. I think you can see it. Yeah, dude.
It says Capsule Corp in case you can't see it.
I love it. And if you don't know where that's from, I'll give you a hint. This fellow is the main character in that series. And if you don't know who this is, get the hell out of here.
You've probably been living under a rock. Like, even people who don't like watch anime know who that is.
I know. He's a pretty popular character. Yeah. All around. Cool, man. Well, anything else?
Nah, I think that's it right now.
All right. Let's get into it, man. Netflix anime. What are your thoughts?
It's a love-hate relationship.
Okay, love-hate relationship. Why is that?
Like, I love it because it's there and they have released a lot of stuff that wouldn't be released otherwise.
Okay.
The hate part is that they take forever to release anything because they want to make their own dub of everything.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so they make their own dub for the anime.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they actually hire somebody else, except for like the ones that they're obviously licensing from Funimation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but their Netflix originals, those are all their own dubs.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, I was wondering why they say Netflix originals when it's like it's been on like Hulu or something.
Yeah,
or like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
So like, let's say like, for example, like Devilman Crybaby was a Netflix original, okay?
Yes, correct.
The dub was done by them.
Oh,
they hired their own voice actors and whatnot.
Well, I will say I do like Netflix dubbing.
They do a pretty good job.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job. So
the only thing that I hate though is like, why does it take so long to get to the to bring it to us? It's like in Japan they're watching it weekly. Here, yeah, we get it all at once, but we get it like 6 months after it's already done airing over there.
Isn't the United States have the least amount, like the library is the lowest in all the other like countries with Netflix?
Probably.
Or is it just anime that has like
everything?
It's everything.
Like if you want to watch,
why are we getting botched, bro?
Like if you want to watch Studio Ghibli films, guys, like I kid you not, move to the UK.
That's so.
If you want to watch them on Netflix,
that's so
okay?
Unfair, man.
It's so like you gotta just move to the UK.
That's so unfair. I mean,
you want to watch Doctor Who, which is one of the big ones. Mm-hmm. That's not anime though. Move to the UK or Australia. They got it. You want to watch Your Name in Spanish? Go to Mexico.
Gosh dang, dude, that's such a good movie. Goodness gracious.
So it's like that's why I'm like.
Have we talked about the movie in anime?
No.
Dude, we need to talk about that. I feel like every episode we come up with a good idea.
There's always something. I'll write it down for later.
Yeah, that's a freaking. That is a great movie. We need to
because we already talked about
the one we saw in theaters.
Yeah, we saw Weathering with You.
Weathering with You.
Great
movie, man. A bit of drama with some of the people we went. But great. No. We love those guys. Oh,
but,
yeah.
You know.
I have no problems with them. I'm just saying there was a bit of drama. But hey, every aspect of life has some sort of drama at one point. Okay, so is that basically it, or do you want us to do more of like some positives and some more negatives? Do you have more to add?
I have more to add, but I'll let you go for it.
Okay, so I'll start with some positives. I haven't fully thought about I haven't sat down and written down 100% everything about Netflix anime, that it's positive or negative. But I will say some thoughts that I think, maybe I'm wrong, but my opinions. I think, first of all, Netflix anime is a really good thing because overall for the genre of anime, because it's, it's kind of, and some people don't like this, but it's kind of bringing anime more into the mainstream.
Yeah.
Now, I know some people, like the hardcore anime people, don't really like mainstream stuff. They'll get pissed at you if you say Studio Ghibli, for example, or if your favorite anime is Dragon Ball or One Piece, instead of like, I don't know, some older shows or some more obscure anime shows, which I'm not saying, are bad shows. I'm just saying the older or like more like hipster anime. I don't know what I
call them the elitists.
The elitists. That's a great word. And you know what? Some people that are watching might be elitist, which is fine. I mean, you guys can say whatever you want, but those people are out there. And I, for one, I get that mentality to a certain extent. I know. Are we more casual anime fans, would you say? I mean, you watch and read.
I think I watch and read a lot more than you.
For sure.
But
and so
like at the same time, but I just enjoy a good story.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just strictly watching like anime all day. I watch other things too.
I wouldn't say I'm a casual fan. I would say I'm a more dedicated fan of anime because I do consistently watch anime, new movies and stuff like that, and I really love anime in all aspects. But I'm not this elitist. I'm definitely not an elitist. And I also love video games, for example. I love sports too. I love a lot of things. And so I'm kind of like a generalist in terms of a lot of hobbies. But anime is one of my top favorite, things. Anyways, I'm kind of getting off topic. The point, what I'm trying to say is, I think Netflix has definitely helped bring anime into the spotlight, which is a great thing overall because there's more anime. It's that simple.
I agree with you. Like one of my favorite series, we probably wouldn't have gotten it in the West if it hadn't been for Netflix, was Violet Evergarden.
Oh yes, I still gotta watch that.
Yeah, but,
it looks gorgeous.
It is very gorgeous. Yes. And you're like, a lot of these series probably wouldn't, it is opening up I guess it's filtering in, parts of the Eastern culture over here into the West, which, it's like...
Dude, it's a good
As long as you're not a xenophobe, it's like, yeah, everybody's happy.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I think Netflix honestly has done a great job because there's a lot of shows that I never would have heard of or even seen or even, come across if it wasn't for Netflix. And the cool thing about Netflix, even though the library is pretty limited, there are quite a bit of exclusives in terms of anime, compared to
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot.
Yeah.
But there are some, that I haven't seen on other platforms at least.
Yeah, but, I don't... Seven Deadly Sins you have to watch on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Which is a great show.
Yeah. Apparently the new season's not very good.
Yeah, I heard animation.
Here, let me
studio. I've seen.
You've seen it.
The thing is, I sent my buddy Tuna, my buddy Aaron, a screenshot or a little video when I saw a clip months ago of season 4, which ended up being season 4, and I was like, dude, what is this? Is this a new season of Seven Deadly Sins? Because it looks horrible. And he's like, what is this? And he eventually found out, or I don't know if I was talking to you about it, but
I think it was him.
it was season 4, and everyone hates it because apparently the studio behind it is just doing a crap job. Or I don't know the story, but it does not look good. It looks like it's missing a lot of work.
Here's an image of what Meliodas looked like before, and here's an image of what he looks like now. So
yeah,
you take your pick.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens because maybe it's taking longer to come out in Netflix, maybe because of the dubbing, but it also might be because maybe Netflix is like, dude, we're not putting this on Netflix. You guys got to do a better job.
They're like, it's shit.
Yes.
But yeah, it's like, and what doesn't help, I guess, is that it was a studio change.
Yeah.
For that new season.
Yeah.
Like, one day we'll talk about studio changes, but
yeah, sometimes
they're good. Sometimes it's pretty bad, guys. Yeah. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, like that's a perfect example, honestly.
Like, what was a really bad example of one? Was like, I mean, Attack on Titan looks like it's still gonna look good despite getting a studio change.
Yeah, I mean, the difference between One Punch Man season 1 and 2 is you can tell the difference, but
there's a difference.
It's not that bad. Like,
yeah, nobody's got Madhouse money all the time.
Yeah, and season 1 is definitely more polished and beautiful, I would say, in my opinion. I think people would mostly agree with that. But season 2 still looks good. Like, it's not... Mm-hmm. You could tell there's a difference. There's definitely a difference. But yeah, that's another example. But it's not as bad as the Seven Deadly Sins one, so... But yeah, so that's a big positive for me. A lot of people might not like that, but I really think Netflix is helping with the genre in general to have more fans. And so I think that's really cool. And so there's that. In terms of anything else with positive, I guess we could add that to it. I think the dubbing is not too bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean...
I still don't watch a lot of dub. Let me throw that out there. I know a lot of people will be like, dub.
Who cares? Just enjoy what you want.
I know, but I'm just saying. But yeah, I have, when I do, I have watched a couple shows, like, for example, The Devil is a Part-Timer, which is such a short anime, but it's so good, and they need to make more. But I love that short series, so much that I've watched it in Japanese and English, and I think I've watched it 2 more times in both languages again, because it's just like, I gotta watch this again. It's that good, And so I've done that. I think I've done Seven Deadly Sins that way as well, in Japanese and English, or One Punch Man for sure.
Dude, I think I did that for Psyche K.
I haven't watched that show. Is it good?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I liked it, at least I liked it more than the first season of Mob Psycho 100.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The second season was obviously,
dude, second season?
Amazing. It blew everything out of the water. It was like,
dude, you know what I was thinking?
What?
We should talk about anime music.
Okay.
Sometime.
I'll throw that on the list.
Throw that on the list, because I've got several good anime with great music.
Yeah.
And anyways, so I would say that's a positive. And then, if I had to throw... I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head in terms of positive. But with negatives, I will say one thing, and maybe it's not as big of a deal as I'm making it, because it's not that big of a deal. But what I don't like about Netflix is, for example, they throw on a bunch of anime like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, but they have 4 seasons of it.
I know.
And that's it. Or 3 or 2, or even Haikyuu, like my favorite anime of all time. I think it's only got season 1 on Netflix, or 2, maybe. But Haikyuu's
Attack on Titan's only got the first season
there
on
you go.
there.
And so that, for me, it's not a huge deal, because you could find it on other platforms, But still,
it feels like you're getting blue-balled.
It's like, what the hell? That's not a bad concept, honestly.
It's like, look, it looks like you're getting something, okay? And then if you just get cut off, it's like, what the hell?
And you know what? It does suck. It really does suck, because, like, for example... Well, and Hulu's kind of had that issue, too, with at least Haikyuu. But... I don't know. It just kind of bugs me a little bit. It's not a huge deal, like I said, but it does kind of bug me, because I'm just kind of like, dude, if I want to watch Haikyuu, all of it, all 4 seasons, I can't on Netflix. Okay, so let me just go to this other place. Basically, I feel like it's a wasted opportunity. I don't know what Netflix is business strategy is in terms of doing it that way.
Like,
maybe
if I had to guess, it's the fact that there is a lot of the problems with like the streaming licenses,
right? Which makes sense.
And that's part of it, though. But it's like we know that Netflix has more money than every other streaming services,
that's
except for Hulu and Disney Plus.
Hulu's got more money
because they're owned by Disney as well, and Sony, and a bunch of other people.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, Hulu has probably the only company who might have more money is Hulu and Disney Plus.
Wow, I actually did not know that.
Yeah,
Hulu's actually got some exclusives that I haven't seen anywhere else too.
Yeah, like, and that's why if you watch you can watch actually a lot of anime on Hulu as well.
Yeah,
but they're all mostly the ones that you can only get off of Funimation anyways.
Oh, I'm learning today.
So, like, if you want to watch the Akira movie, you can watch it on Hulu.
Dude, I need to rewatch that movie. Oh,
you want to watch Grave of the Fireflies? Watch it on Hulu.
Hey, I haven't finished it, but I was watching that movie.
You're gonna cry, you know that, right?
Gosh dang it, dude! It's a sad movie. I gotta finish that too. Gosh dang it!
It's like I said, it's like Hulu's got a bunch of stuff, but it's all stuff you can also find on Funimation for the most part.
Oh wow! Okay.
And Funimation is what, $8 a month, $6 a month, something like that.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, it's like, dude, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Okay, well.
But yeah, that's why sometimes it's like, gets a little frustrating. It's like, we all know where the dubs are coming from. A lot of them are coming from Funimation or some other company that's closely related to them.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that in terms of negative, I think that's probably it in terms of positive and negatives on my end. From what I can think of off the top of my head, do you have anything more to add?
It's mostly the Netflix jail thing.
The what?
Oh, the fact that, it just takes forever to get anything over here.
Right, yeah. One thing I do like about Netflix as well, though, I do like that they put out the whole series at once. Yeah,
but I'd rather just get a weekly if I know it's already available, yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like the whole binge aspect. Because the weekly, I mean, it probably depends on the anime for me. Because, like, some anime for sure I'll watch every week.
Yeah.
But not all the time. Like, I definitely prefer if it's all there right now. But, like, let's say the whole season came out.
But let's say it's like One Piece, though.
Right.
You're going to watch that weekly.
I mean,
to a certain point.
And you, we've talked about this multiple times, but right now, like, for example, there's the whole COVID thing, which kind of slowed down.
It slowed down everybody.
Yeah, and so, but I think maybe I'm an episode behind right now, which is not bad at all. But still, I understand what you're saying.
But yeah, there are shows like tell me you're not going to be watching weekly Attack on Titan.
Well, if it's as good as season 3, man, I'm there every week. Bro.
Tell me you're not going to be watching Slime every week.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
It's like, see what I mean? It's like,
love that show.
You don't want to be waiting around for that.
Great freaking show. Dude, it's funny because have you watched the extra episodes?
For
the Slime? The
OVA?
Yes.
No, I haven't watched it.
You haven't? Dude, there's...
I think I watched maybe one, I want to say.
They're like super... It's so funny. It's like, it's super, what do you call that? What's that word? They're obviously filler, but I like it either way because it kind of delves a little bit more into like the characters. But that's the word. It's 100% fan service too. It's so funny, dude. It's so funny, dude. I freaking love it. God. It's so funny. With the guys and the girls.
Oh my god.
It's hilarious, dude. Oh, I love it.
Oh man. That's good.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's funny.
Speaking of which, that's another thing that I hate is that we don't get OVAs here in the States that often.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, that's just a problem with all the streaming services, not just Netflix.
Yeah.
So, I'll give you guys that. Yeah. You get a pass.
Yeah.
Until somebody starts getting OVAs.
Yeah. But I do appreciate you, Netflix, overall. So thank you for what you do in terms of the anime. I'm glad that you even have anime because, when it first came out, when Netflix was first going on, there was definitely like zero anime on there. And so I don't know.
Oh, they're well, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember.
No, 100%. Like I remember my sister would watch anime on there because she was a bigger fan than me.
Oh, there you go. But I do remember just randomly like more anime coming onto Netflix, and I was like, whoa, okay, finally.
Yeah, like I think. So I guess moving on to that, it's like I appreciate you, Netflix, because here's the thing. Well, without Netflix, we would probably still be waiting to get Neon Genesis Evangelion over here in the States. Because they stopped making DVDs like 10 years ago.
Oh. Is that still going?
Nah, kind of. Oh, so it's kind of weird. So the show's over, obviously. Mm-hmm. But the only way you could watch the show... series? It's mecha, so it's like... It depends. Okay. You know? Okay. It's not really a very... Well, it's not as good as Gurren Lagann. Okay. Okay. Gurren Lagann. Well, Gurren Lagann's it's in its own stratosphere, so...
It's so good, man.
It was like the last hurrah for mecha.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
At least in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say that with mecha because I haven't really watched a lot of mecha at all.
I've tried. Like,
I've tried too. Well, the only ones I can think of off the top of my head is like Gundam back in the day when I was a kid.
Dude, they still make more Gundams all the time. Right. And it's like
and then Gurren Lagann is like the two that I can think of off the top of my head that of mecha. You know, does Akame ga Kill count? No,
I mean, Akame ga Kill is a little different.
Yeah, Akame ga Kill is a good show too.
Watch Akame ga Kill. That's another one that you can watch on Netflix.
Yes. Yeah.
You can watch Gurren Lagann on Netflix. Oh, but yeah,
such a great show.
The thing is, though, you can definitely tell Netflix overpaid for Evangelion.
Really?
Because the guy who owns the rights to it, he like really holds on to those rights really hardcore.
Well, that's smart, dude.
Like.
That is freaking smart.
I'm pretty sure they had to have overpaid for it. Wow. Because there is the TV series, okay? And then there was like a couple of movies that followed it. Mm-hmm. But then afterwards, people wanted it to get redone. Mm. More or less, kind of like they call it the rebuild movies.
Oh, okay.
And those movies basically... They're pretty high quality, actually. Like, if you can go find them, well, maybe you can find them because they're not available in the States legally. Oh. So, if you can find them, it's pretty great, guys. Like, they're actually very good-looking movies, and I think they improve upon the story in some ways.
Yeah.
I need to finish watching them, though. But, Netflix bought, I want to say it was like late 2018, they bought the rights to it, or early 2019. Okay. For Evangelion. And then this year is when they finally announced that they're going to release the last Evangelion movie. Oh. So that tells me Netflix paying or overpaying for them for that to be able to stream it over here in the States definitely helped them finish that movie.
Really? Interesting.
And eventually they're going to release the movie once all this situation is over with. Who knows? It was supposed to get released next month, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
cool,
but
it's like, man. They're overpaying for some things, but because of that, they're able to, a lot of the studios are able to make more stuff that we like.
Great. Well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing. So, that's cool. Okay. Let's move on to the next section. Okay, so let's talk about some of our favorites anime from Netflix. And then we'll talk about some of the crap ones.
Like, do you want to talk exclusively about Netflix, or are we just everything in general?
Because I don't really know what's exclusive on Netflix. Like
usually whatever has the red end on it.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Maybe... Just whatever you like on Netflix, I guess. Okay. Because I really can't tell you. I mean, I might be wrong.
I mean, I really love One Piece, but they only have the first 130 episodes on there, and I just watch it on Verve or Crunchyroll anyways. So there's one. I appreciate that they got Violet Evergarden. Evangelion was pretty good. Gurren Lagann's always good. Baki is fantastic.
I need to watch that.
Like... The simplest way I could put it is that it's technically a continuation of the original anime series from back in the early 2000s. Mm. So, but you don't need to watch it in order to enjoy it. Mm. So, that's nice. Kengan Ashura is pretty good. The problem is that it is very heavily CG'd, guys.
Oh.
Okay, so it looks good when they're actually fighting. But when they're not, it looks like shit. Three-dimensional shit on your TV screen. So that's why it's like, it looks good only when they're fighting.
Right.
But that's mostly because that way it moves things around a little bit more. I mean, yeah, they have a lot of stuff, actually. I mean, they have like Your Lie in April. They have...
I need to finish that too.
I think they have a large amount of Naruto on there as well. Along with Bleach.
Okay.
And then they also got the Bleach movie on there, which was nice.
I've actually watched those.
I want to finish watching that movie.
Wasn't there 2 on Netflix? I feel like I watched 2.
One.
Maybe I watched 1.
But either way, there was one Bleach movie. They have like every other Berserk movie for whatever reason, but not the Berserk series.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've watched all 3 Berserk movies.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on Netflix. I don't remember where.
It wasn't? Either way, I might be mistaken. Either way, I'll make a comment if I'm mistaken on that.
Yeah. Good movie. Good show.
Yeah.
Good show.
Yeah. Apparently the manga's even better by a lot.
Really? Wow.
And it's like, the guy always goes on hiatus too.
Dang it.
Like, eventually we'll get around to reading that, but, whatever at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of mine would be definitely, I've already mentioned this, Devil is a Part-Timer.
Yeah.
Love it. 7 Deadly Sins. Great anime. Surprising out of nowhere, Gearless Joe or Megalobox, whatever it's called. Dude, it's a good show. The quality as well is...
Yeah, I've heard, yeah.
It's actually really... It was like a surprise, a sleeper hit for me. I was like, oh, wow. I just started watching it. And I was like, oh, wow, this is actually really good. I'm trying to think of anything else that's more exclusive-y. Gurren Lagann, that's not exclusive, but that's where I watched it, and goodness gracious.
Oh, you know what they do have is not that I watched
Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist on Netflix, which was also an amazing ride.
Yeah, it is available on there. I mean, they keep adding it and then taking away, adding it again. It's kind of weird.
Let's change into real quick. What do you think about the Netflix anime movie adaptations?
Do I have to?
I think people understood from our response.
Okay, so it depends, obviously.
It's part of Netflix anime, right? Technically.
Yes, it is. Some of them are obviously, produced in Japan and they were just brought over here. Except for the Death Note movie, which... Don't watch it, guys. Just read the manga or watch the show. It's on there. It's on Netflix. Watch the show. Don't watch the movie.
Oh, such a good show.
Oh, my gosh. Please don't watch the movie if you value, your worth as a human being.
Oh man.
Very few times I will tell people not to watch something, or I just won't recommend it, but this time I'm like, don't watch it.
It's not worth it. I mean, I honestly I have not watched any of the anime adaptations. The Netflix,
Okay, so
but I really don't want to.
I've watched a couple.
You have?
Yeah, I started watching the Bleach one. I thought
there's a Bleach one.
There's a Bleach movie. Yeah, live action Bleach movie.
Goodness gracious!
Then I realized I didn't know enough about Bleach to watch this movie, and then I stopped after about 30 minutes into it.
Oh.
Because I was like, I feel like I need to know more about Bleach.
I did start watching Bleach because I've heard it's at least the non-filler stuff and the first half of Bleach is really really good. But
that's what I heard too.
I couldn't keep up.
I'm gonna try again.
I will too eventually. But
Mostly because they are gonna finish up the series.
Right.
So it's like, might as well get into it.
Yeah, that's a good
might as well go
back.
into it right now since it might
as well
look
too.
good. But then the other one was, I actually watched the Initial D movie on there. I don't know if you ever heard of that one.
Initial D, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it's about a drifting movie. So like they drift their cars down the mountain.
Maybe I saw a trailer for it.
So I actually thought that one was pretty good. Then again, I'm not an Initial D fan, so I'm probably not the best judge, but me and my family actually enjoyed it. Like my parents actually sat down and enjoyed the movie.
Oh, cool. And
they don't even like, foreign films that much. So it's like, it was kind of weird. They actually enjoyed it. So I was like, I mean, if you need something to watch with like normal people, it's not a bad option.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. And then I tried watching the Full Metal Alchemist live action.
I almost watched it. I almost watched it.
I only watched like up to like, I think 30 minutes into it as well. And I was just like, like it just feels different from the original series.
Right.
Like,
I mean, honestly,
I could get on board
if
they could capture that, that magic from it.
But I honestly think it's impossible. Anime is just such a special kind of genre and medium, it's just, and I understand the want of like trying to bring it to live action, and maybe someday some studio, someone will succeed, but I don't think it's just not the same. It's just, I don't know. Maybe someday they will succeed in some sort of.
Well, if it's ever going to succeed,
hopefully it's the One Piece one.
Yeah, I was going to actually mention that. Right? Yeah. Oh, they're actually doing. I forgot to tell you. I'm pretty sure you already heard about this, but they are making a Cowboy Bebop live action.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah, and I mean, they actually had to stop filming for one. The main actor who's going to be Spike got hurt.
Oh.
So he's recovering, and then the other thing is, the whole pandemic thing didn't help. Course. So that's another problem for another day. But yeah, so they're working on it, and it looks like the cast is actually pretty good. I mean, it's a fairly well-known cast.
Okay. Well.
So it's like, all right.
Whatever.
Then One Piece is like, not gonna lie, if they are casting One Piece though, you know who I want as Frankie? Dwayne Johnson.
Oh my gosh.
I know it will never happen, but that's who I want.
I can't see that just because he's super buff.
Yeah. But it makes sense though.
I mean, yeah, because Frankie's definitely the biggest one in the, he's not the tallest. Brooke is definitely the tallest, but that'd be funny.
Yeah, I think it'd be funny.
He might do a good job at it. Who knows?
I mean, if anybody's going to be able to pull off the super, who's going to pull that off, man? Tell me, who's going to pull that off?
Gosh, it's such a good character, man.
But yeah.
Such a good show.
So that's my hope. Probably won't happen. But
never know.
That's who I want as casted in the One Piece live action on Netflix.
Who knows, man? We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, I think that's basically overall. I mean, is there any ones that you absolutely hate on Netflix? Any anime that you absolutely don't like?
I mean, they took them off already, so it's like not worth mentioning.
Oh, really? I don't even know.
Like they've moved stuff. They've moved stuff in and out all the time, so it's like meh.
Right. I can't really think of anything honestly. So.
I mean, Netflix is doing their own thing. I mean, for the most part, I'd say it's a greater good than it is bad.
Yes, I agree completely.
And because it does allow more people to get into the fandom.
Yes. Yep.
It's like, welcome to the fold.
Yes, please. Let's make
like, come on,
a bigger thing, dude. I want to see more anime movies on like TV. I mean, nobody watches TV anymore, but
everybody just does streaming services.
Yeah, I want to see it be more in like popular, in like the mainstream. It'd be cool. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
It would just be cool, But yeah, anyways, that's basically my thoughts on all of that. Positive and negative wise. So
yeah, I mean, watch wherever you want, guys. But
go wherever you want.
Go wherever you want. Netflix is a good starting place.
Yeah, definitely.
Eventually, you'll make it to Crunchyroll, Funimation, all the.
And I mean, at least it does have season 1 of a lot of shows. So you might get interested in them, and then you can go watch them in other places if they're not available, the full, stuff on Netflix. But, So it...
Or a really good Google search can also help you find that.
Yes.
Don't watch it on YouTube. It's not worth your time. But I imagine everybody knows how to use Google, whoever's watching this.
That's G-O-O-G-L-E.
So if you're ever going to... Because sometimes stuff just isn't available in the States at all.
Yes.
Some series you cannot watch them no matter where you go to.
It's true. This is true.
So you have to find other means. And that's when you're like, all right, either somebody doesn't want to pay on our side or somebody's being too greedy on that other side.
Yeah. It's a business.
I get it. We get it, but
overall,
come on. It's like, come on. Get those movies over here faster. At least the movies, we could get it faster over here.
All I want is all of Dragon Ball. I'm talking the original Dragon Ball, which is on Hulu, which is a great series. I'm talking Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Kai, Dragon Ball Super. GT is on Hulu.
You can watch those all in Mexico on Netflix.
There you go. All the Ghibli movies. Let's get the Ghibli movies over here, please.
It's on HBO Max, but nobody has HBO Max.
And then all the freaking great movies like The Boy and the Beast, Your Name, Summer Wars, all those great newer movies as well.
You can watch Summer Wars on Funimation.
I don't have access to Funimation.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I used to, but they decided to separate from Verve, so
yeah,
I didn't want to pay extra.
Just don't even... Yeah, I think Funimation's gone a little too political, and I don't really care about that. So,
yeah, that's also why I stopped watching a lot of stuff on Funimation. But this is probably gonna get edited out anyways. But I love your faces.
Hey, thanks guys for tuning in to this new episode.
Hopefully, we'll be able to make more videos together, and
we will. We definitely will.
Yep, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Peace.